Yes, kind of two thoughts there. One, the franchise fee, essentially what you pay to the franchisor out of the gate, is consistent really across brands, whether it be an established brand with 600 locations or one with 6 locations. Typically, for that first location or first territory, it's 49,000. The second one is 39. The next one's 29. So oftentimes people will buy a 3-pack or a 5-pack, and they'll open up one day one, and then open up that second location, 6 months down the road or a year down the road. But you're buying the rights to that location, and then you're scaling to it in time. With it, to your question about emerging brands versus established brands, my partners and I typically invest in emerging brands ourselves. There are characteristics that we like about that. But what I share with clients is, when you think about the pros and cons of a large established brand, you might have brand awareness, which I'd say in the food sector is most important. Some other sectors not as important, but brand awareness. They've seen every kind of situation out there, every scenario. So they're never having to test anything. They've tried all the different marketing vehicles and such. However, you might go in and you might be franchise owner number 601, and you're still going to get supported, but it's not going to be the same level of support. You're not going to have the same seat at the table as you would with a more emerging concept. Now, with emerging concepts, which we do a lot of placements in, there's some key things that I look at there. I want to make sure that the franchisor has franchise experience and not just industry experience. And what that can be is that they complemented their skill sets with franchise expertise that has that history, and they brought them in around them. So I'd say that's one thing. Obviously, the profit model and where they play within their industry, their unique proposition to the market is important. But I really love emerging brands in a lot of cases because you're able to get the choice territory. It's not already taken. You're able to get in, you get a seat at the table. That franchisor is really, really focused on you, even more so because your performance is going to dictate the performance of their franchise system going forward. You're going to be the one on those validation calls, the one setting their item 19. So they're really hands-on with you. You get to be a part of something. So again, I have some clients that say, hey, I only want to look at resales or I only want to look at established brands. But the vast majority recognize the benefits that come through that more emerging up-and-coming brand that has been proven, that does check all the boxes, but there's room to run.